we've got a classic clash between two very different critters, a dog and a skittish wild goat. Now remember, goats are wired to be wary of anything that smells, even remotely like a predator, and you better believe dogs fit that bill. So our doggo, with teeth like daggers, latching onto the goat's neck like it's a chew toy. It is an epic battle between a sleek, powerful leopard and a pack of scrappy street dogs. In this undated video sensation, the leopard finds itself surrounded by the relentless onslaught of these feisty strays. At first, our spotted protagonist puts up a fierce fight, claws and teeth flashing in the fray. But when you're outnumbered and outgunned, even the mightiest predator can't keep up the battle forever. Finally, our leopard hero succumbs to the brutal assault, collapsing in defeat. Here, we have one brave little monkey who got in a tooth and nail battle with a determined doggo. Here comes the cavalry, a fellow monkey leaping into the fray to rescue its buddy in distress. It's a tag team showdown, with monkeys and dogs duking it out like something straight out of a blockbuster action flick. Some fearless dogs barking their hearts out at the king of the mountain, a majestic mountain lion perched on the very pinnacle of a towering peak, with every bark echoing off the cliffs. Here we have a classic standoff between two unlikely pals, a domestic dog and the king of the jungle himself, a majestic lion. These two beasts locking eyes, sizing each other up like they're in some kind of Wild West showdown. But instead of growling and baring teeth, they're just standing there. A majestic tiger prowling through the icy landscape like it owns the place, spots our trusty four-legged friend, the dog, and decides to make a move. Well. Here's a bustling town in the western Himalayas, where the snowy peaks beat the hustle and bustle of everyday life. And right in the thick of it all, a pint-sized pooch, a fluffy little Pomeranian, just minding its own business. But here comes trouble in the form of a prowling panther, prowling through the streets like it owns the place. And before you can say, paws off, this big cat decides it's snack time and scoops up our unsuspecting pup in its jaws. A nearby shop's CCTV camera catches every nail-biting moment of the panther's depredations. It's a lone lion, standing tall and proud amidst a pack of snarling wild dogs. These mutts might think they've got the upper paw, but this lion isn't about to roll over and play dead. But he's ready to show these pups who's boss. Here, we've stumbled upon the wildest comedy show in town. A cheeky monkey and a playful pooch locked in an uproarious battle of wits and whimsy. It's a side-splitting spectacle where the only thing on the menu is good old-fashioned fun. Now, meet this feisty little pooch, half the size but twice the spunk, taking on not one, but two mighty lions like it's no big deal. Now, this one is a tense standoff between a slithery serpent and a determined doggo, each eyeing the other with equal parts caution and curiosity. With the snake poised to strike and the dog standing its ground, it's a battle of wits and wills like you've never seen before. The dog knows it can't afford to retreat, not with that venomous viper ready to pounce at that first sign of weakness. So, with nerves of steel and instincts honed to perfection, our canine hero makes its move. With lightning-fast reflexes and jaws like a steel trap, the dog lunges forward, seizing the snake in its powerful grasp. It's a moment of victory for the ages as the dog emerges victorious from this high-stakes game of cat and mouse. This is a brave dog, barking up a storm at a majestic lion locked behind the bars of a cage. With tails wagging and fur flying, our feisty pup gives it all it's got, barking its little heart out like it's auditioning for the role of town crier. The lion, king of the jungle and master of the roar, isn't about to let this upstart pup steal the show. With a flick of its mane and a mighty paw, it joins in the fray, matching bark for bark in a symphony of sound that would make even the mightiest beast take notice.
What that?
It looks like we've got ourselves a comedy of errors unfolding right before our eyes. A mischievous monkey with a flair for the dramatic. Fast forward to the next day, and what do we see? Our dog, now out of the cage and free as a bird, decides to return the favor to our cheeky monkey friend. Our mischievous monkey buddy decides to hitch a ride on the back of our trusty canine companion, and together they cruise along like they haven't got a care in the world. Suddenly, our cheeky monkey friend decides it's time to switch things up and hops down from its cozy perch on the dog's back. A child in distress knocked down in the chaos of a fast-paced chase. But fear not, our four-legged hero is here to save the day. In the blink of an eye, one dog's lightning-fast sprint accidentally sends a child tumbling to the ground. But before you can say fetch, another brave pup swoops in like a furry guardian angel, coming to the child's rescue in the nick of time. With a bark that could wake the dead and a heart full of courage, our loyal canine companion leaps into action, nudging and comforting the child with all the tenderness of a mother hen. It's a heartwarming sight to behold. A young child innocently pedals along on their small cycle, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a ferocious dog lunges forward, dragging the child's leg in its teeth. But the cat isn't about to let this injustice go unpunished. With lightning speed, the cat springs into action, launching itself at the dog like a furry little missile, with claws out and determination in its eyes. Two powerful pooches, a pit bull and a husky, are out for a stroll with their devoted owners when suddenly all heck breaks loose. With fur flying and tempers flaring, these feisty furballs lock jaws in a showdown that'll make even the toughest of us break a sweat. But our brave owners aren't about to let things spiral out of control. With muscles to match, they dive into the fray, working tirelessly to separate the battling beasts. It was a peaceful night in the neighborhood, with the stars twinkling overhead and the gentle hum of crickets filling the air. A plucky pooch, blissfully unaware of the danger lurking just beyond the doorstep, peacefully dozing away in the safety of home sweet home. Little does our furry friend know, it's about to become the star of a hair-raising showdown with the jungle's fiercest predator. With all the stealth and precision of a seasoned hunter, the leopard sizes up its unsuspecting prey, taking its time to ensure the coast is clear. But just when you think it's all quiet on the western front, the leopard pounces with lightning speed, launching itself at the poor pooch with the ferocity of a thunderbolt. And so it begins a battle for the ages, with teeth gashing and claws slashing as our brave doggo fights tooth and nail to defend its turf. A majestic tiger, T120. But wait, what's this? A curious canine, perhaps a bit too adventurous for its own good, tiptoeing into the tiger's territory. Now, you'd think this dog would have the sense to tread lightly, but at last, fate had other plans. The tiger senses the dog's presence and springs into action with the ferocity of a thunderclap. Now, this is a brave soul stumbling upon an injured dog in the clutches of a kangaroo, and without a second thought, he leaps into action to save the day. With adrenaline pumping and heart pounding, our fearless rescuer approaches the scene, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. A fierce polar bear sow, accompanied by your precious cubs, facing off against not one, not two, but three brave dogs. With teeth bared and fur bristling, the polar bear mama stands tall, ready to protect her cubs from any perceived threat. A mighty bear is caught between a pack of determined dogs and a tall tree as it desperately tries to outrun its canine pursuers. The bear takes a gamble and starts to climb the nearest tree like its life depends on it, because, well, it does. A regular day in the life of teenager Haley Marinico, when suddenly chaos erupts in her backyard as she spots her beloved dogs in danger. But instead of freezing up like a deer in headlights, Haley springs into action like a true hero. With adrenaline coursing through her veins, Haley rushes to confront the source of the commotion, only to come face to face with an unexpected visitor. A bear towering over her dogs, with a look of hungry determination in its eyes. Our canine, with dreams of tasty chicken dinner dancing in its head, sets its sights on the hen with all the focus of a seasoned hunter. But the hen, far from being a damsel in distress, puffs up her feathers and stares down the dog with the kind of ferocity that would make even the bravest pooch think twice. Two brave black dogs, facing off against a slithery serpent with all the cunning of a pair of seasoned warriors. With teeth bared and tails wagging, our fearless canine duo launches into action, determined to take down their scaly adversary once and for all. It's a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, with the dogs nipping and snapping at the snake's tail in a valiant attempt to render its unconsciousness. Now, which one did you find the most interesting? Do let us know in the comment section below, and hit that red subscribe button for more amazing videos.